So you brought up The Bachelor, and it's weird that you brought this up because the timing is perfect. All day today while I was working, I had on there's a show on Discovery Plus called I think it's called The Playboy Murders.
Yeah.
And it's like believe it or not, there's 2 seasons worth of playmates that have been murdered. Which
I've heard of that. Yeah.
which surprised me, but so I was watching one of them, and one of them was this playmate met this guy on like a Bachelor type of a show. It wasn't The Bachelor, but it was like the Playboy Channel did their own Bachelor type show.
Right.
And they talked all about how it was all set up or whatever, and this guy was like secretly dating the girl even though he was on the show, like being a contestant, and he got all jealous of her kissing on the other guys on the show as part of the show, so he killed her and cut her fingers off and cut her teeth out and stuff. I was like, Jesus Christ!
Wow.
This is stuffed her in a suitcase and threw her away in a bag. I was like, holy cow, this is craziness.
I might have to start watching some of that. My wife likes all of that stuff, dude. Like,
Yeah.
it's so weird because like her going to bed stuff. Actually, so is mine sometimes. Like going to bed, listening to like Dateline and murder stuff.
Oh yeah, dude. Me and Kelly are both murder porn people. We love it. We call it murder porn.
Well, yeah,
because
South Park did an episode of murder porn.
yeah. Well, dude, I'll tell you what I'm into now more than anything with that, because I've watched so many of them. If you go to YouTube and you just look up full interrogations, like every interrogation is on
That's awesome.
is on
I like
YouTube. And some of them are, I mean, it's not all just like random people. The random ones are crazy. But like that Dylan Roof one is on there. That Dylan Roof that shot up the church or whatever.
Yeah.
That wacky kid. His interrogations out there, all kinds of like famous interrogations are out there. And the stuff they admit, call me stupid, but I swear to God, I've watched so many of these things now that if I get stopped for a traffic ticket, I'm asking for a lawyer.
Yeah, because those cops push you, man. They push these people and tell it everything.
But why? Why would you not call for a lawyer, especially if you knew you did it?
Yeah.
Especially if in your mind you know you did it. Like all these guys, they end up admitting it. All of them. Like I was watching that one that Chris, the one that stuffed his 2 babies in the oil tank. Whatever his name was. Chris Watts. Watts.
Right.
Killed his wife, then took his kids out to the oil rig where he worked and stuffed them alive in the gas tank or whatever and drowned them. Crazy son of a bitch. But this guy knew he did it the whole time. And not only did he keep talking to the cops, but then he took a lie detector. What is wrong with you? The minute they arrest you, you say lawyer. Because even if you're going to be convicted, you're going to get less.
Yeah, dude,
You're going to get less than admitting it.
But I want them to admit it because I like watching those shows.
Well, I love watching it, but it's just I just watch it and watch it and watch it, and I'm yelling at my TV half the time. Why are you still talking? Just stop talking.
There's a show on A&E called like Interrogation Raw.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the same kind of thing. And
Yeah.
sometimes it's like 2 or 3 different episodes of people talking.
Sure.
And it's really good. I watch that shit all the time.
Yeah, I'm a murder porn fiend. I'm glad people are getting killed. It entertains me.
A&E is so liberal, and I fucking hate it. Every June or whatever they run all these stupid commercials, and it's a very divisive channel to watch their promos and crap. But they have some of the best programming of all time, like Interrogation Brawl. They got that. What's some of the other stuff? Like Court Cam, dude. I love watching Court Cam.
Court Cam.
I love all that stuff, but it's a.
Well, see, I'm going to have to teach you how to watch TV, Seth, because like Court Cam has its own channel on, I think, Plex.
Oh, really?
I think Plex just has that 24/7 Court Cam.
Hey,
so you don't have to put up with the A&E anymore. You can just watch it on Court Cam TV.
You can also watch Strictly Speaking with Bob France on Plex TV.
Is that on Plex now?
It is on Plex.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch it there because I use the Plex. I like Plex. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
strictly speaking with Bob France on Plex
And Roku channel.
and Roku. And one of our guests next week that Bob will be talking to is going to be the one and only Robin Swoboda.
Wow, look at that.
And we know that. I mean, obviously she's done some national things, but she's got a huge following around here, and she's a great guest and a great person. And I suggested to Bob that I think that she'd be like a really good interview and somebody fun to talk to.
Sure.
Not only everything that she's been through health wise, but career wise,
Yeah.
and to be that much of an uplifting, positive person in the community as well as just a positive person online. She's an amazing interview, and so I wanted her to be done on that show. So watch out for her. But there's a lot of very interesting people on Strictly Speaking. You got to watch it. Plex TV.
Yeah.
Watch TrueBlue.com. Roku TVs. If you have Roku TV, you can watch it on there.
I've watched it on there, and I like it on there, and I love seeing Bob on there. But I ain't gonna lie, I love the Chris Hansen show.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the. I mean, you got to get True Blue. TRUBLU. It's not True with an E or Blue with an E. It's TRUBLU. For Bob and for Chris Hansen, because that takedown with Chris Hansen is just like his To Catch a Predator stuff back in the day on Dateline. It's amazing.
It's way better than To Catch a Predator, though, because To Catch a Predator, they had to edit.
Yeah, he doesn't edit any of this stuff.
He doesn't edit it. And when he starts reading those transcripts, I start laughing my ass off. When it's Chris Hansen doing his Chris Hansen thing, and he says, "Then you said, I'm going to lick your asshole because you're 10." It's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh man, yeah, my favorite. He is so awesome, dude. Like, when these guys walk into these homes, expecting to see like a 13-year-old girl or something like that, and
Yeah.
he pops out and goes, "Have a seat."
Yeah.
And this guy's like, "No, I'm going to take off." "No, have a seat over here, please."
Yeah, just sit down.
Actually, sit down.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't see my face. There'd be cartoon smoke coming out of my feet. How quick I'd be out of that damn house if I saw some dude walk out after I was thinking it'd be some 12-year-old girl.
Yeah. The next step has got to be 5 cops tackling me because I'm fighting.
Yes.
It can't just be, oh, okay, let me just sit down. Maybe I could talk my way out of this.
Either that or I'm blowing my brains out right there on the couch. As soon as he tells me to have a seat, it's over. I'm not going through that.
Well, dude, and how many of these guys on that show, and I've watched probably 25, 30 episodes of it on Roku channel, on the True Blue channel.
Yeah.
I would say half of the guys say, I knew I was walking into a Chris Hansen type situation and I did it anyway.
Yeah, I know.
They all say that. They all reference Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen always says, I'm Chris Hansen. They all go, oh, I know who you are.
Right. Like, look, man, there's some sick people out there. I guess that they can't get past that urge. Like,
Yeah, I guess, but
like if I knew that like eating fast food was like a bad thing, and I knew that Chris Hansen was busting people for eating fast food, I'm not going to a fast food restaurant.
No, not at
I
all.
don't want that embarrassment.
And that's just embarrassing. I mean, this is stuff that puts you away for 10 years. I mean, you're done. Your life is over because then you're branded as a pedophile forever.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, you can go from being successful to, I don't even know, digging ditches or something. I mean, what does a pedophile do when they get out of jail?
I don't know.
Who's hiring them? Somebody must. I mean, they're not all homeless.
No. But check out True Blue, TRUBLU, because not only that stuff, but there's some great guests coming up. I know he's going to be interviewing next week also a couple of people from FAIR, which is an immigration thing. They're going to be talking about the border and all the shit that's been going on.
Okay.
And then on Friday, going to be interviewing. Now, these shows will air after the fact.
Right.
He's going to be talking to a couple of very top-of-the-line climate scientists that will tell you about this climate hoax that we have going on with this whatever change they want to call it. These guys are the smartest of the smart, man. They know what they're talking about.
Wow.
They're high up there in the the climate food chain, and they will
Okay.
blow your mind with the kind of information that they have
Right.
about the ridiculousness that the left is trying to push on you. So, yeah, I mean, even if you don't want to subscribe, it's only $4.99 a month for True Blue.
Yeah, it's cheap.
But you can watch it on those for free on the fast channels on Roku and Plex. But whatever. Monday, again, we will have Peter Knapp. We're going to be talking about going down to spring training. He made it to all 162 games last year. So we're looking forward to talking to him. And we'll also be talking to Tony Dickinson from TSO and
Art of Anarchy.
Art of Anarchy. That's right. And so he will be on. And hopefully next week we'll be talking to my dad again. And we'll be talking to Greg Mack from The Fish.
Very cool.
Big stuff next week.
Yep.
Thank you, Chris, as usual.
Of course.
Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. God willing, we'll talk to you again next week, and have a safe and good rest of your week.
See ya.
See ya.